we really have this passion for discovery and exploration.
Figure out how to travel interstellar distances.
I want to see space whales.
Find, track, and characterize potentially hazardous asteroids.
These are like the largest supersonic parachutes ever built.
We use orbital mechanics to calculate the orbits of the satellites, planets.
What do we hope to find on the 2020?
Oh, signs of life is what we're looking for.
We're looking for signs of life.
Absolutely.
The pursuit of new knowledge, the desire to see what's out there, that, I think, is so fundamental to what makes us humans.
When I was a child, I was really interested in astronomy, really interested in anything to do with space.
Well, I got interested in science as a very, very little kid, about 6 or 7.
Tell me how you got to JPL.
I was a mechanical engineer in upstate New York at Cornell University, and I was building all these gigantic off-road skateboards with wheels about this big, and I applied to JPL, and they seemed to like these skateboards for some reason.
It was a career fair. There was a JPL booth, and I thought that, you know what, if they just give me a chance, I know how to do things.
So that's what JPL's doing, isn't it? Hiring people that they find interesting with interesting backgrounds, bringing them here and letting them work on projects so that they bring a multiple of skills to a project.
The Juno mission is the next spacecraft that's going to visit the biggest planet in our solar system, Jupiter. And even though we've had spacecraft visit Jupiter before, there's so little we know about the details scientists need to help us figure out more of what's going on.
When we look back 100 years from now, on the century that we're about to embark on, we will see this century as a century with a new age of ocean exploration. The exploration of oceans here on Earth and oceans beyond Earth. Oceans beneath the icy shells of moons like Europa.
What do we know about Europa now?
Everything maps to this idea of a relatively warm water ocean. And here are the oceans, it's teeming with life.
So is it possible that Europa is teeming with life?
I mean, it's possible. I'm hopeful. I want to see space whales. Like, that's my dream, is that there's whales underneath the surface of Europa.
Well, we have a new, exciting mission that we hope to be a 5-year mission, actually, that we're proposing to NASA.
I know about a 5-year mission.
Yeah, you do.
What's your 5-year mission?
Find, track, and characterize potentially hazardous asteroids.
And we haven't tracked them all?
We've tracked some, but there's a whole lot more out there.
Hey guys, this is Mike Meacham at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Mike Meacham.
Yes, sir.
You're going to stop the rover from crashing.
I hope so, yeah.
So now you're going 1,000 miles an hour, and what happens?
We have to deploy a parachute.
What kind of a parachute can stand that kind of impact?
These are like the largest supersonic parachutes ever built. The sizes of our parachute are just enormous. So the ones we're using for the Curiosity rover and for the Mars 2020 rover is about 21-meter parachute.
What do we hope to find on the 2020?
Oh, signs of life is what we're looking for on
We're
Mars.
looking for signs of life.
Absolutely.
Working here at NASA, we're working on cutting edge of science. So for instance, we use radars to observe asteroids. We use orbital mechanics to calculate the orbits of the satellites, planets, of the asteroids, of the comets. So in the solar system, we really know how things move. And that is kind of, I work in this solar system dynamics group here at JPL, and we're kind of the flight control for the solar system.
I love science fiction, but the thing I love the most is this idea that we come together through space exploration. And when Curiosity landed even that night, I mean, it was absolutely, this incredible accomplishment engineering-wise, and yes, it was done by NASA, but at the same time, it felt like a very human experience.
The whole fact that we have a space program and that we are actually navigating in depths of space, we're navigating, at Saturn, we're navigating at Pluto, means we're doing something right.
We got so many big discoveries to make. We got to see if life exists beyond Earth. We got to figure out what this dark energy and dark matter is. We got to, figure out how to travel interstellar distances. So many inventions and discoveries to make, and we're just kind of beginning to knock at the door of it.
And I look up at the sky at night and I see Mars and it scares the crap out of me.
Why?
It's a little tiny red dot and we've got to go there in a few years. I mean, it's shocking what we're doing here. So.
I love it.